Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're of course just playing as Swabia. We have to, well, for everything's going Mulhouse achievement, which we're going for, we have to become Emperor, which we are, and fully decentralize the Empire, which we haven't, because Imperial authority is an issue. We're almost at the spot where we're not losing authority when the Empire is at war. I did get there by returning a bunch of provinces to the Empire and converting a bunch of heretic princes, but there's still heretics around. Now it's been, of course, it's always been a few days since I last recorded. I'm fabricating on Saxony and Pomerania. I believe the fabrication on Saxony is because I wanted to get one or more of their allies. I believe Savoy is a heretic, yep. And what about Brandenburg? No, they're not. So it's just to convert Savoy. Get rid of one heretic, and Saxony themselves are, yeah, they're Catholic. And the war on Pomerania is, well, for one, I had claims on all of Mecklenburg and I lost them when I accepted Parliament, lost my nobility estates, and therefore the this thing here, the agenda of the nobles, which wasn't great. But also Pomerania is relatively big, and they would cost us 129% total war score to take all Pomeranian provinces, which is also the price we would have to pay, or the war score cost we would have to pay for converting them. So we can't really convert them without crushing them down to size. And there are multiple ways. We could just make them release a bunch of subjects. If there's still cores around. I mean, there's clearly Brandenburg in here, but Brandenburg, they're Catholic. I mean, just having them return stuff to Brandenburg might be okay. That's only one province, and then, no, there's more Brandenburg, right? It's only a claim. More cores over there. Let's just check Brandenburg in cores, I guess, like this, yeah. So you could feed a bunch of land to Brandenburg if you wanted to, because they're nice and Catholic. And then Pomerania would be small enough to be okay. That is certainly an option. Not that they like us much right now, but we could make them like us if we return all that land to them. The fact that they have cores on us is a bit sucky. The alternative is, well, there's Bohemia. No, it's just a permanent claim. Yeah, it's not really anybody we can release here anymore. Mecklenburg does not have cores, so yeah, either we take land for ourselves, which we could, or we go and feed it back to Brandenburg. So that's another target. Who else do we have? That's a filthy heretic. Denmark, but Denmark's not in the Empire, are they? It shouldn't be. And they're not. And then, right, Burgundy, which is probably protected by the French. Yeah. So we might have to do them on a as a secondary participant. Currently total war score cost is 51%. It would be doubled as a secondary participant, so 102. If that's how that works, because paradox math, which would mean that we can't force convert them in a peace deal with our current admin efficiency. And then we have Holland, also guaranteed by France, and allied to Great Britain and big and all that, and that's an issue. Brabant, we should be able to do. Where are your friends? Burgundy and Cleves. So if we get to attack Burgundy at some point, then we can also get in there. Cleves, we don't super care about. We made them a free city, that's fine. And then over here, these Hainautians. I feel like I converted you before, but maybe you were too big. Yeah, you were too big as a non-co-belligerent. You shouldn't be anymore, though. Well, we'll see about that. Most of my armies are drilling. I don't think I have a leader for you to drill this army as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people drilling. Could have these two guys join somewhere for the drilling. I'm not a big fan of doing that. Well, what does it hurt? It screws up the stack size a bit, but it gives us a bit more drill, and it doesn't really hurt us to have 2 more infantry in that stack, I don't think. claim on Gera, and therefore Holland. Right, that was another thing. Let's rebuild that. Maybe not Gera itself. The reason I didn't want to take Gera earlier is that Gera is an elector. So the country of Gera is an elector. And they have a core on the province of Gera, obviously. And that would hurt our relations if we owned that. And we got caught in Saxony just before we could make our claim. That's unfortunate. Cost of being in the Empire. Sure, pay some prestige. What's this mission again? Alright, Imperial Conquest. What if I ever take that? It's not that it's bad, it's just that we don't necessarily need it. Are you not drilling? So I do believe we have some aggressive expansion going around, but I still want to go to war. 75 spy, very nice. So we got caught in Saxony, but we got 75 spy network for free, so we can make our claims after all. Except, do I actually not have a border to Saxony? Why was I fabricating on them if I... No, I do. Over here. Saxony is split. So let's make a claim on, I guess, Braunschweig. Either one has a core of Brunswick on it. I don't know if I want to release Brunswick or not. But this seems fine. And I think I have enough, yeah. 75 is enough to make 2 claims anyway. So we could go to this war. Fight Aachen, Savoy, and Brandenburg, out of which I think Savoy is the only one I really want to fight. But I don't super care about the others. So stop drilling here, get down there. Aachen is the tiny dot over here, so you can deal with that. Stop drilling. And Saxony gets its own army here. Well, I also have Brandenburg, so I guess you guys can do Brandenburg. And then I simply have Gottlieb here. Go to this army and have these guys deal with Saxony. And that's gonna be fine. Gonna have to wait a few ticks for these guys to recover their stuff. We have 2 fusees in Landtag, but we are going to get back our... they're gonna be automatically assigned over time without costing us absolutism. Whenever we reach cap, I think I'll give away another seat manually, so I can have a better choice over where they are. But I want to keep my absolutism as high as possible. We do have an idea slot here, and I have not yet fully decided what to take here. I think the options are, we've discussed this before, we didn't get to a solution. I like offensive ideas. It's a decent combat buff for all our units. We have a policy that gives us Diplo rep, which is nice to have. Also Liberation Act, which is very good, but we probably don't need it. For -1 national unrest and -5 years of separatism, which is huge. But we already have so much negative years of separatism that we don't have much of an issue. Vassal taxation policy is not very good. So that's certainly an option. I don't think defensive is still insane for us. Sure, I'll take the morale boost, but it's more of an early game idea group. Don't care much about the foreign spy detection. Corruption deduction is fine, but not anything relevant. War exhaustion also has a diplomatic relation policy, which is nice. Oh, the relations. That's not that nice. Essentially, you're spending a point of dip to gain a point of dip, or prevent losing a point of dip, which is kind of, yeah. Quality is pretty good as well. So here we get, from standard things, we get the 5% discipline, we get the siege ability. And then leader stats. And quality ideas provides more direct combat stats, plus 10% on cavalry, infantry, and artillery compatibility, which is essentially a pip on a general. Well, it's 2 pips, right? Because it's active in both phases, so it's like a fire and a shock pip, more or less. Army tradition boost is nice. Ship stuff doesn't matter at all. Even if we had ships, it wouldn't matter. And then you also get 5% discipline. So it's 10% compatibility across the board. as opposed to +1 shock, +1 fire, which is the same, more or less. It might multiply differently, but it's generally, I think, the same. We do get the siege ability here. Have a look at policy. It's very, very similar. It's like we're deciding whether we want siege ability or army tradition right now. If we do take a military idea group, which we may not have to. Yeah, we did look at policies already, never mind. Here, yeah, Diplo rep is good. And that's pretty much it. Same here, right? We also had Diplo rep and nothing. So they're extremely similar as it stands. And then there's trade for more money, but it's not like we don't have money. So I guess that's not necessary. I don't think we need influence. We are going to probably. I'm sort of intending to annex Hungary. And if I do, the influence ideas would save us a bunch of dip. 25% off. A lot. I can't see right now because I would have to revoke March 1st. But it'll be a lot. Can I see how much development you have? Maybe in the vassal screen? 187 development. I think base is 10 dip per development to eat it up. So that would be 1,870 dip. A quarter of which is like 400 and some. It's not 500, like 450 or whatever, 460 dip. It's good, but it's not insane. I don't know that we're going to do much more work with vassals afterwards. They might. Gives us 2 dip rep, which I do enjoy. Still don't think this is it. Policies, anything nutty? Another -20 annexation cost, which is, you know, not bad. Unified Army Command is pretty bad. Humanists, Foreign Aid Act is another Diplo rep if we want it. Anti-relations, so it could pay for itself. It's okay. I'm unsure. I still don't believe economic is the way. I think trade is just better than economic in most cases. Yeah, I don't know. Could still be espionage ideas just for state propaganda. Because everything else is really bad. Really bad. Rebel support efficiency. Like a good policy here? No. But this is our greatest fear. But Diplo rep also gives us a reduction in aggressive expansion, so maybe that's... Maybe I am supposed to run influence ideas. It feels so weak. Well, I'm gonna give it some time. Maybe next episode I'm gonna decide. Maybe by then you guys will have told me something in the comment section. I'm recording a bit ahead of time because I have a... Did I just give Saxony military access? No. I have a vacation coming up in 2 weeks from when I'm recording this, I think. Essentially 2 weeks. And I'll be gone for 2 weeks. So I'll have to record a bunch of videos for you guys to watch. If I'm lucky, I will be able to record a different Paradox game by then. I have not been given any access, I have no information, I've just asked for a key. And I've also informed Paradox that I will be on vacation starting in the final week of August. Hopefully I'll be able to record beforehand, but who knows. So Take Braunschweig, sure, or Göttingen because it's closer. Take Göttingen. I'm not gonna call anybody in. I don't think I want to make anybody co-belligerent. Yeah, it's gonna hit by France. Well, we've shown that we can fight France. I mean, there's no reason to do that just willy-nilly here. Brandenburg. Call in Trier and Trent. My former subject Trier, who loves me, and Trent, who is knife and Catholic. No. Just a normal war, please. Göttingen, go. Either way, what I meant to say was that due to my upcoming vacation, I'm going to have to record a bunch of stuff ahead of time, which is always a two-pronged sword. No, it's not two-pronged, two-sided. Maybe it's two-sided. As in, it's great to have videos available in case something happens, or obviously for cases such as this where I have to be away for some time. But also it's not great, nice trade, that it means very often that I won't be able to respond to your comments in time before things happen in the actual videos. And I do like that. You often have very good tips and ideas, and I would definitely like some input on those idea groups, because I'm not sure what the best choice is there. And yeah, you can't do that before you've seen the videos, and if I have to stagger things out then, or record things ahead of time, then unfortunately none of that can happen. So usually I try to stay close, only record like an episode or two ahead of time, but at times I have to do something like this where I record a bunch. Which, by the way, in the current weather is not a lot of fun, I must say. It is 30ish degrees and, well, outside. It feels like it's more in this room right now, what with the window closed and the lights on. And that's, well, what, like 90-ish? Probably not close to 90, but not quite 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's warm. It's warm. What's this? What's all this then? I was considering the siege. I'm also going to claim that any mistakes I make here are caused by the fact that it's so warm. It's probably not true. I'm probably capable of making mistakes without heat, but yeah. Let's peace out Savoy. Let's tell them no, not offer them tribute. Let's have them be a proper religion. No, not my vassal. Proper religion. And give me war reps and steer me that trade. No. Yeah, I have no patience to wait here. I think this is fine. Don't need to annul any treaties or something unless we need prestige. Now we're gonna get enough prestige out of this as it is. Done, I think. War reps, convert to Catholic. Done. And Aachen, gonna wait a day, don't have a diplomat anyway. I could already peace out Aachen. I don't know if I want to. Because I could just wipe out that 8 stack and probably get more out of the peace deal. They're running from me though. Dying in Bruges. How? Not quite in Bruges, unfortunately. I was about to say how appropriate, but you know. Let's get you home. Let's talk to Aachen. They're not going to give me 100%, I don't think, but they should give me enough. Yeah, they don't care about 100. Could another alliance France, but why would I? I think this is fine. Give me all the stuffs, war reps, trade power, already for themselves. Get out. And our army reformers died. I would like another person that can give my army some boost, so sure. Level 3 mill guy for the morale. There's Braunschweig. And now I guess we're gonna take over the siege of Dresden. It's currently being sieged by, I believe, rebels. I can't see it, but there's a lot of rebel-controlled land in Saxony, and Dresden is being sieged. So it's likely. And if they have any progress, which they do, 11 phases, nice. We get to take over that siege progress and save a lot of time sitting on that fort. Which is sweet. Obviously we pay for it by fighting the rebels. But I guess that's a cost I'm willing to pay. Get you guys back home. Honestly, you can go there as well because you belong to that army. And I'm not going to start drilling quite yet because there's still a 10 stack of Saxons around. What do I even want from Saxony? What do I want from Brandenburg? Probably nothing really from Brandenburg. Okay, maybe if you could give up a core. Yeah, let's give up the cores on me. That way they like me more and might even vote for me at some point, because I don't have their cores. You have a core on... Where's that third one? Dramburg. Where the heck is Dramburg? Oh, over there. Yeah, that's fine. Keep that. Nope. We can release Anhalt, which would be another prince. What would you be? Yeah, it would be Protestant. I don't like that much. I have to war them to convert them, or vassalize them and then force convert them. Neither of which I particularly enjoy. I think we keep it that way. Extra princes are only very small, very small addition to imperial authority. Transfer trade power, pay me war reps, and that's it. Don't know what else I would want. Ducats and cheers. I'm tempted to take Braunschweig in this war, so we have a connection of land between our former Magdeburgian land here and well, our mainland essentially. And you can see we took over the siege here at high siege progress, so we should have an easy time getting this done. Still gonna reduce siege deck size and quickly carpet all the rest of Saxony. Oh, there's an actual fort there? Huh. Oh, it's Leipzig. It's probably the capital even, isn't it? Well, let's get our siege deck on there and then consider whether we actually want to siege it. I'm gonna have a look at their willingness to peace out in a second here. And we might want to bring in some more cannons. We'll see. So, Saxony. Probably enough war score considering we don't need 100% peace deal here. I'm considering taking, what did I say, Braunschweig. Maybe Göttingen too. Just to reduce the border gore a bit here. And I think they can keep the rest. I don't need to take like Leipzig. It's just gonna annoy people. And then vassalize the rest and make everybody unhappy. Actually, it would be very cheap. Wow. Wow, that would be cheap. Saxony is an elector, aren't they? Roman Empire? No, they're not. Bohemia, Brandenburg, Mainz, Cologne, Trier, Pitt State, and Gera. Votes are still on my side. Good. Saxony is vote. Oh. Brandenburg is voting for Saxony. That's what's happening. So I could vassalize them without penalty. And for reduced aggressive expansion. Now you tempt me. Cost me a bunch of dip because I don't have claims on all that land. But it is tempting. What good is it for us? We generate a bunch of aggressive expansion, limiting our expansion in the Empire a bunch. Which might include our southern expansion that I really want to do. We don't have claims, so we pay a bunch of dip. That's probably not worth it. Can I revoke your course? No, I can't revoke course and take the land at the same time. It requires 2 wars. Don't really care about any of that. Can't make you release Brunswick because I'm taking Brunswick. Yeah, I think I'm just doing this. How long is my truce to Milan? Do I not have a truce to Milan? I do not. So I could go attack them at any time for my claims and fight a bunch of small fry in Pomerania. Coincidentally enough, have the independence guaranteed by Denmark. If I were to declare war on you, Denmark would not help. So I could actually make Pomerania co-belligerent and do Milan and Pomerania in one war. Yeah, that makes me want to go lowball here. Just take Göttingen, Braunschweig, and ducats, and obviously trade power and war reps. Sure. Seems fine. And again, we don't have to be worried about the emperor asking for course back, because obviously we are the emperor. And now we can try to find a place to sit with my army. Magdeburg is technically fine, but let's take Celle, so we don't rely on the maneuver of the general to reduce attrition to a point where we don't care. We don't need to do that. Question is, do I start drilling or do I go straight to our other war? E up here isn't too bad. I mean, some people do care. Taking a bunch of Milanese land would probably put that on the map. And they're part of the empire, obviously. Did I do something? I feel like I did something to make Seleucia potentially join the empire, right? They like me a lot, and I like them a lot too, which is good. But not good enough. Or maybe, I mean, it's a random chance if the conditions are met. I don't know how big of a random chance. Lost a claim, gained a claim, it's all good. And yeah, I think we prepare for a war in the north and the south. I guess you have to recover some infantry first. And then Pomerania, once they can quickly take out Dithmarschen. And then all the rest of you can deal with the southern allies here. Ferrara, Genoa, Mantua, and Friesland. That's southern ally Friesland. Sure, I already have a stack up here. It'll be fine. Yeah, another free seat. Parliament for Constance. Yeah, it was free. Good. And since most of my provinces are relatively high income, I'm not afraid of these parliament seats going to horrible places. They're not going to be the best places, but then we save on the absolutism, so that's fine. So, where do I need my people? Let my people go. You get down there. You get down there, I guess. I'm sure we're gonna get through Trent at some point, or in a way, in some way. We'll find a way to get through. That's what I'm trying to say. This and this and back up, and then yeah, you deal with these guys, I guess. And then you'll quickly deal with Dithmarschen and then deal with Pomerania afterwards. Seems fine. People are in position. Some troops have been recovered up here. It's good enough. Still don't have idea groups. Ah well. Next episode, I'm going to decide. I'm going to try to decide in between episodes. Romania, Ferrer, Genoa, Mantua, Friesland, and if I declare war on you, which I cannot right now. Why would I be improving with what? Must be an auto improving guy. Dang it. Oh, come on. All I want to do is see whether it's true that Denmark doesn't come in if I make you co-belligerent, because I don't want to be fighting Denmark if I can avoid it. There we go. That's fine. It's fine. Pomerania is co-belligerent. And go. Now Genoa, Mantua, Ferrara. That's Spain. That's Genoa. Catholic. 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 Good and bad. I mean, I like that they're Catholic. Don't like that I can't use this war to convert them, but that's fine. And it will be the conquest of Como, because it's right across the border. Get in there. You get in there. You get in there. Nice, there's military access already. You get in there, I guess, there. And you try to grab Dithmarschen. Wait, which didn't join the war? Ah, it's the co-belligerent thing, isn't it? I've seen that before, that they come in later. Let's really quickly detach an army here. Can I not? Oh, because I'm locked. Where are you going? To Groningen. Okay. I want to put a cut in here, but I'm going to give it a second. I'm going to detach a simple siege stack. And medic this stack. Get on there. Dithmarschen still hasn't joined. And this is looking okay-ish for now. Alright, let's put a cut in here. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, as always, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Talk to me in the comment section, especially if you have an idea what my upcoming idea group should be. Running out of good choices here. Quality and offensive, very similar. Or influence. Or even espionage. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.